Hello guys, this is Pokevin. This is a very different video than my usual ones. I just want to say that I joined this tournament hosted by Joy PokeAim. You might know him, he's a great guy and you should all be sub to him. The tournament is called FPL and it's a draft league that includes multiple formats. I'm one of the 8 captains and so I had to draft my teammates. I based my choices mainly on the tiers that they played and I ended up with this team. The formats of the tournament are Gen 9 OU, UU, NU, RU, Little Cup, VGC, which is the only best of 3 format, and National Dex. The tournament will last for 8 weeks plus playoffs, and every week we are paired against a different team. So, since we'll play 7 matches every week, the team that gets at least 4 wins out of 7 games wins that week. We just finished week 1 and we are currently playing week 2. So I decided to take a look at my team's matches. My team, the Unovan Elites, was paired against Black Archeop's team, the Fossil Fighters, and it was a tough week for sure. The first match that we played is Adrian against Akari, and this is National Dex. As you can see from the team preview, Adrian had a really bad matchup. Like Curem beats this whole team by its own, and yeah, we started with that. I mean, Adrian can still pull off a win here, but it's not very likely as of now. But I mean, a toxic here would be crazy. Instead, it went for Scold. Substitute Curem, and this is already looking really bad, as you can see. Curem is just so good against this team. Tornadoes misses Hurricane, as usual. U-turn just to stay alive. Oh, I forgot, ghosting is allowed, so we can actually help each other as long as we are in the same team. So yeah, that's also cool, I think. I don't know if we were helping Adrian here. I don't think so, because there was nobody online at that time. And yeah, this Great Tusk looks defensive with leftovers. I mean, you can go for spikes, but they'll have rapid spin, yeah. I think one layer will go up, and they can't spin here, yeah, because they are actually faster. But now Tornadoes plus Curem are just too much. Second Hurricane miss of the game. Knockoff. And that looks Assault Vest to me. I mean, I think that's Assault Vest. Pex comes in on the Stealth Rock. But I mean, it has Scald here, it will do a lot of damage. I mean, 20 is not a lot. Earth Power, Pex survives. It does not recover. So it will go down here. Because Magma Storm traps the opponent, obviously. Kyurem boots, as you can see. Terra Water substitute. And here it's so over. There are no switch-ins here. Roost, just to be sure. This is Mega Sceptile, by the way. Yeah, Adrian try their best, but I mean, there's not much they can do here. Sceptile, Akari has to switch out, fearing grass move. Yeah, Dragon Pulse, but I mean, it does nothing anyways, because this has to be AV, right? Did it take? Yeah, it took Stealth Rock damage. That's AV for sure. Garchomp here takes rough skin damage, low punny, fake out. I mean, fake out was not the play here, but yeah. like Akari just wins with every mon here. Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball. Yeah, Pex tried to haze, but I mean, you can't beat it. Adrian didn't get a single burn, by the way. The whole game, I remember that. And Golden Go wins here. Yeah, Scald again, no burn. Shadow Ball. And last turn, Sceptile against Golden Go. And Adrian got a low roll. And yeah. So we started the week with defeat, but I mean there were 6 more games to go, so we were not too concerned about it. Next game is Me Too against Black Archeops. I knew Black Archeops had a Walking Wake and a Corviknight in their team, but I didn't tell anything to Me Too because I wasn't really that sure about it. I mean, and I know Black Archeops likes Assault Vest on Walking Wake a lot, so I figured that could be Assault Vest, but I wasn't too sure, so I didn't tell me to anything here. Um, I think this is supposed to be a suicide lead, like Spikes, Taunt, and Knockoff, right? Taunt, yeah, there it is. And Knock, yeah. This is the set, Spikes, Leaf Storm, Taunt, Knockoff. Yeah, it got up 1 layer Spikes. This is bulky offense. And here there is the Terra Steel and Black Archeops Walking Wake KO Me Too's one. And here it seems like Black Archeops has the advantage because they have 6 months alive and Me Too has only 4. But there is Orform here, which is able to set up a Shed Tail here. And Iron Leaves is able to come in. Cork Drive and Terrafire just to survive the flamethrower better, so it doesn't break the sub. And here you can actually see with Terra Blast, there are no switch-ins. None of these mons can beat um, Iron Leaves here. Like Me Too just won. Because it's also behind the sub, so Excalibur can't beat this, even if it's like loaded dice Icicle Spear, because this is a fire type now. So yeah, this is a clean sweep from Iron Leaves. And yeah, so Black Archeops forfeits here, and we got our first win, so we are 1-1 now. Me Too played well, like, yeah, Iron Leaves just destroyed the whole team. And then Pincher played. I remember watching this game live, almost from the beginning. This was Ryu, and the match was very, very slow. But Pincher played really well here. They both have a slow bro, but Coolio has heavy duty boots on his, and Pincher has Rocky helmet, as you can see. Dragalge on the Hex, okay. And Revavroom on the T-Spikes. T-Spikes are not looking super great here. Obviously, Pincher didn't know that Slowbro was Boots. So here, T-Spikes actually hurt only Crocodile. And yeah, because all the other mons are not touching the ground. Dragon Tail there was such a good play, but as you can see, this is Boots, so yeah, no poison. Knockoff here, always. Yeah, no more lefties. Yep. Will-O-Wisp miss, a bit unfortunate. Toxic can't miss since it's poison type. And here Pincher made a good play and predicted the Crocodile, because Pincher can't go for Will-O-Wisp here, because from Gen 7, Dark type are immune to Prankster moves, and Will-O-Wisp is a priority here thanks to Prankster, so Crocodile is immune to that, so knockoff was definitely the play here. Very nice play from Pincher. Coolio goes for rocks, and Rodom Thunderbolt, yeah. Copperaja on the parting shot, yep. And it's actually really sad that Copperaja lost Power Whip this gen, because here it would have been really good. Rodom on the T-Wave, on the future side, okay. Copperage again. Okay, on the Rev Room. It will just go for parting shot for sure, yeah. Slowbro. And this is just chip damage. I mean, it's regen, so it doesn't really matter. Surf on the Rodom, and now T-Bolt is free. I don't think they'll ever go Crook. Yeah. And they got a Para, which is good. And first KO for Pincher. Flamigo, which is probably Scarf, I think. Rodom goes for Protect, just for lefties and to scout. And Altaria. Rodom healed like a lot, just with leftovers plus Protect. Willow misses, which is a bit of unfortunate. Willow again. And Draco does nothing because of the Altaria. Now Altaria will just roost, right? Yeah. And Pincher went for T-Spike, which I don't know if it's a great play or not, because it only hits Crook, as I said before, as I was saying before. And yeah, I don't know if that's that valuable. But I mean, it worked out here, because now Crook is poisoned. Sableye has to hard switch here. Heracross is always a switch in to Crocodile. And here I think you want a close combat. Oh no, Mega Horn. I mean, yeah, they have Mismagius. Here Sableye can go for Anchor, but you never go for Anchor there. You always predict their switch. Yeah. Crocodile is slowly is going down very slow. Yeah, recover. And they both go down here, right? 1 and 2, yeah. Rodom and Mismagius. Hex does nothing, and Leaf Storm KOs. Pincher is looking like really good here. Like Slowbro, I don't think this is a hard switch. Can Slowbro hard switch in? No. They have to like go into Slowbro first and switch out, I think. Flamigo switches out. EQ, nice play. Slowbro against Slowbro just to heal it up. That's smart. And I think they have different moves. I don't think Pincher had T-Wave, if I remember correctly. Copperaja will just... Oh, that's a great predict. I didn't remember that. Slowbro and Slowbro again, because yes, we can do that. And they go for future sight, and they reveal T-Wave. Okay. Surf, crit does nothing. They have to roost, and ooh, there it is. It was body press, yeah. Pincher sacks Copperaja on the Willow. Heracross is free, and you close combat. Yeah, but it was not a good play. I mean, yeah, it was actually safe. I'm not saying it was bad play. Like Mega Horn would have been better, yes, but I mean, now Rodom looks crazy good here. And oh, I remember this. Altaria is heavy duty boots, as you can see, and Thunderbolt did 28 here. So with the same roll, Altaria goes down, but they got unlucky and they got a 27% roll. And I know that's a low roll because now it did 31, but it's a bit too late. Altaria is back at 70%, and yeah. Now Pincher is trying to waste Altaria's roosts, like it only has two left. And yeah, now only one left, so it's not looking bad for Pincher. This Rodom like did so much this game. T-Bolt, and they risked this. Now Rodom is confused, but it didn't hit itself, so this is actually great. Flamigo, I think it's Scarf, so it's faster. It was faster regardless. And Slowbro here should win, I believe. Oh wait, it has to attack, right? Yeah, and this is GG, I think, because Slowbro can't beat Dragalge and Heracross, I believe. I mean, it can't even T-Wave Dragalge because of him being poisoned. So he burned and not poisoned. Slowbro poisoned now. And yeah, I think that's game. Now Sludge Bomb again. Yep. Nice. Pincher played really, really well. And we are 2-1 for us. Ooh, this match was so good. We were spectating Fulgur, which is my friend, and they built a really, really good team. They are very good Little Cup players. Um, I think they enjoy Gen 8 more than Gen 9, but I have to ask them. Um, this team was actually like I can give you an explanation for a bunch of mods. Like Marini is just here for T-Spike, just to set it up and absorb T-Spike. Ponyard is the stealth rocker. Diglett is just strong and it's the best mon in the tier. Monkey is just coverage plus U-turn. And Graveyard is a counter to Nimble, but we didn't know that until the end of the game. Like, Fulgur knew that, but me and me too that were spectating the game did not know that. So it was actually really funny watching this game. Um, Species started with monkey, and that's not a monkey. I'm telling you that monkey doesn't have knockoff. That's a Zorua. Hex, U-turn into monkey. This is the real monkey, but Iron Head does a lot. And here, I mean, Fulgur could have used Sucker Punch, but it didn't really matter because Marini doesn't do anything this game. So, like, this was a riskless play. Like, it's not that Marini is not even a nimble switch in because it has Tinted Lens. And Magnemite goes for Terra Blast, knowing Vatrol can come in because it has Volt Absorb. And I think from that damage, it's analytic and or specs, but I think it's analytic because I think I remember him hit switching moves probably. Ponyard comes in. Brick Break, because it's the best way to break impedimp screens. Toad School comes in. Yeah, you can see that it wasn't specs, by the way, the Magnemite. And Diglett comes in, and here this was actually really smart. Fulgur knew that Magnemite was Terra Flying, or like Terra Grass or Ice even, but here they decided to scout for Terra Flying or Terra Grass, and so they went for Substitute, predicting their Terra, and now Diglett can just Rock Blast, and this was actually a great play. Nimble comes in, and it has a free first impression, but the problem is this is not a Nimble, and that's a Zorua, and yeah, Greavard took a bit of damage. They sacked Marini, which was useless. Diglett again, EQ on the Zorua, which is Eviolite, so it tanks and KOs back. It seems like Fulgur is losing, and yeah, there is no but. It seems like they are losing, but it's not. They are not losing. Shellos is not a ground type, so Volt Switch. Stealth Rock would be annoying. And here, me and me too were spectating the game and didn't want Fulgur to sack Watchroll, but I mean, they are the Little Cup players, so they knew what to do here. They sacked it, and they were confident on Grivard to win. Ice Punch here, and it's basically a 1v1 now because Monkey goes down. And we were actually so scared of Nimble KOing Grivard. But this is Fluffy Eviolite with Charm. Look at this deck. This was so funny. And it also has another move here. It has Rest. So Fulgur actually clutched this. Uh, they got a crit here, but it doesn't matter. Graveyard also had Sleep Talk, as you can see. And the last move is Ice Fang, just for random coverage. And yeah, look at this. And now you simply go for Rest again, just to be safe. Poison and Life Orb will do the job, and maybe Sleep Talk will pick Ice Fang, which I believe will pick Ice Fang here. Yeah, really great match from Fulgur. 3-1. We were 3-1 here, so we just needed one more win. And it was Phantom turn. And I don't know much about Tenyu. I just know that Sandaconda, Mach, and Electros are very good and basically on every team. And Sandaconda is generally the Shedskin set, while Phantom had the Sand Speed, because you can see that because it has a Lycanroc. He has a Lycanroc with Sand Rush, and yeah, that's the difference between the two Sandaconda. Stealth Rock turn 1 on the Giga Drain. I don't know if it was really a great play because it's not Shedskin, so Rest is not that free. And Electros is Assault Vest, as you can see. Passimian here will just knock, right? Yeah. This is basically a slow game. But I mean, the thing is, just Uka Uka's team is bulkier, and so easier for them to keep their mons healthy here. Float Cell can't go for the water move because of Vaporeon. Like, this was actually very unfortunate, and it was also Terra Water, I believe. It wasn't Terra Grass, so I couldn't like predict Vaporeon on the switch in. Because with Terra Grass, you go for Terra Blast, and that's Tweet KO on Vaporeon. Driftbleem, I remember Driftbleem getting so unlucky throughout the whole game. Yeah. Like a rock comes in, Psychic Fangs does nothing. They just wish pass, but Electros goes for Dragon Tail. So they Phantom kept Mach low, but I mean he still has lefties and he still has Drain Punch. So oh, it's Black Sludge, not lefties. Yeah, same thing. Sandaconda comes in, and as you can see, we knew this wasn't a Sandaconda because it took 12 from Stealth Rock. And yeah, Electros here. And they got the flinch, and the match ended basically here. Basically, Phantom can't break their team here. Really, really unfortunate. Zoroark goes down, but I mean, Vaporeon wins here. Yeah, you just wish, I believe. Oh, they just served. Okay. Sandaconda, Poison. Yeah, Vaporeon is slower, but it lives and Surf KOs. Yeah. And now, oh, Boston. This was VGC. Boston played 3 matches, so I already revealed nobody got 2-0. So this was a 2-1, and this was the first match. If Boston wins 2 games, we basically already won the week, and so my result doesn't matter. I played last not because I wanted to play last, but because I had like scheduling problems with my opponent. They weren't feeling too well, so yeah, that's why I went last. And I just want to point out, look at their team. You can actually see their strategy. Their team is so funny, so unique. Because Chiyu is Lava Plume, and they have Daxpan with Well-Baked Body, Baxcalibur with Thermal Exchange, and Flash Fire on Cerulege. This team was so funny, and it also worked pretty well. Like, look at this turn. They got the burn on Azu and the burn on Fluttermane, and they had Baron Pass. Baron Pass is not banned in VGC. So that Cerulege is actually scary. Here Boston predicted a Shadow Snake probably from Cerulege, so that's why it is Terra normal. And they went just for Shadow Ball and they KO'd. They got a double knockout, which is great. Now Excalibur against Dax and Daxman. Here I think Boston scouted for Ice Shard on Excalibur because I know Fluttermane has what's it called? What's it called? Perish Song. And here Brute Bonnet switching to Goditel. I don't know why Boston did this. I think Perish Song was free. Brute Bonnet, by the way, is loaded dice, so 4 hits are guaranteed. And here I think Boston tried to throw the game because they actually had to. Oh, okay. They just had to attack, I believe, but I can understand going for Perish Song here. With Perish Song, Boston is sure um, he will win because um, this lower mon will go down after, so it will be like a 0-0 win. But since Gotitel goes down after Darkspan, Boston wins. That's what happens here. Darkspan goes down first because it's faster, and so Boston wins. Game one, we won it. So we just need another game to win, and we won the whole week. And this is game two. Chiyu is well positioned here, but Boston decides to go for the early Perish Song here. And it would be a good play if Cerulege wasn't a Ghost type. Maybe Boston predicted the Terra on Cerulege, but since it's a Ghost type, it's not trapped by Shadow Tag. And yeah, Daxman takes a lot of damage, and the drop is actually really good here. Because Daxman is gonna Baton Pass, right? +4 defense, -1 special defense. And Baxcalibur gets another drop. And here Boston kept Gotitel. Look at the damage Baxcalibur took from Lava Plume, 42%. And Azu misses Play Rough. I don't think that would have been a KO. But here Daxman switches in. Here I think Boston went for, yeah, Ice Spinner on Cerulege. So Daxman should be the faster here. The fastest on the field. Dark Pulse there is not enough. Yawn. Yeah, and here it's basically over. Like, Baxcalibur can come in and just EQ. EQ KOs Chiyu, and Gotitel can't KO 2 mons at the same time. Yeah. GG. Game 2, Nick Nom won it. So, game 3. We are 4-2 right now. No, we are 3-2, I believe. Yeah, 3-2 here in total, without counting the VGC yet. So great lead from Boston that KOs Chiyu and does a lot of damage to Daxban. Here they went into Brute Bonnet, and this turn was actually so good for us, I remember it. Beetle Blade did nothing there. Liquidation crits the Cerulege, and Terrablast crits the Among Us and KOs it immediately. So it's a 4 versus 2. Cerulege goes for Bulk Up, that's so scary. And Brute Bonnet spores the Daxban. Fluttermane comes in and crit on Brute Bonnet. That's actually a bit unfortunate, but Daxban goes down here. So it's a 4 versus 1. I don't understand why Boston is switching. I think you want to double attack them. You can actually see me in the battle chat ghosting, like I'm like there, please Boston, don't flamethrower, it has flash fire, you know that. Um, they probably knew that already because they know obviously, but I wanted to be sure. So they got the win, and we already won the week. My match doesn't matter, but I still played as best as I could just to win. We were already 4-2, and a 5-2 would have been just better, and I wanted to do well in this tournament. This was my team. Well, it actually is not mine. This is Pokemon's team. I was actually testing with other teams, but I wasn't really feeling comfortable with them against the whole meta, and so I just did a bit of Control C, Control V with this team, and it's basically no attacks, Grimmsnarl with screens, Parting Shot, Taunt, Life Orb, Trailblaze, Close Combat, Bullet Punch, and Sword and Scissor. I don't like Life Orb on it, but I didn't change the item because I didn't want to put like Muscle Band or something like that. Quaquaval is Bulk Up, Terra Fire with Aqua Step, Close Combat, Ice Spinner. Sandy Shocks is Scarf with Rocks. Iron Juggle is Booster Energy, and Oricorio is just standard Oricorio, but it has Terra Ground just for coverage. And I started with Grimmsnarl, but it wasn't a great lead, so Parting Shot out, and I went into Sandy Shocks. I wanted Rocks as well because they only have Pelipper that can actually defog, and maybe Decidueye, I do not know. They are not boots, so I was feeling comfortable going for Hurricane here. And Golduck is obviously offensive and Swift Swim, so I basically have to sack him on here. And I don't think Sandy Shocks would have been great in this game, so I sacked that. I was actually scared for half of the match that Golduck had what's it called, Hydro Pump, but instead it had Surf. Here I went for Light Screen, and I didn't Parting Shot out because I was fairly sure this was Volt Absorb, but in the rare occasion that this would have been competitive, like I would have been so screwed. They went for Hurricane and they confused me, and here this was like a very bad turn for me, turn 8, because I knew they couldn't stay in, and since they are Terra Flying, I know they are Volt Absorb because it's pretty obvious now. Um, my roost is pretty obvious here, and so they can just go into Tinkaton or Float Cell. And I just said like I can go for Revelation Dance. If I catch Float Cell, it's amazing, right? Well, they went Float Cell, but I hit myself in confusion, so come on, that was so unlucky. So I was forced to sack another Mon, but I still had a chance to win this battle. Tinkaton on the Reflect, I believe. Yeah, and Parting Shot now. No, Taunt. Oh, yeah. I was scared for half of the game that this was actually Rain Dance. I was scared of Rain Dance and Encore, and so I went for Taunt there. Parting Shot, Oricorio. Here I went for Quiver Dance because they can't Encore me. And here I was scared of Encore, so I attacked. And they were actually eject button. And Hurricane they will eventually miss, so I just went for Roost. I predicted their switch, so I quiver danced again, and here I know they are playing like they have Anchor, so I can't I can't go for QD again, and I can't Terra because I'm Terra Ground and Float Cell as Aquajet, so I have to Revelation Dance here. They Anchor, which is fair, and here their Kilovatral is super obvious, but I was talking with my teammates and they were like, yeah, if Kilovatral doesn't crit you, you are fine, and so you can actually stay in. And so I stayed in and went for Revelation Dance twice. Like, Kilovatral can also miss, right? And instead they crit me turn 1, which is so unfortunate. They missed twice, turn 20 and turn 21, but I mean, I would have preferred them to miss the one that actually critted me. I still have a shot, by the way. Quackwavel doesn't look that bad here. They went Decidueye, and I went for Aqua Step. Here, I didn't want to Terra immediately, because I'm Terra Fire, I can actually beat it 1v1. So I went Scizor. Defog, yeah, Decidueye has Defog. Tinkaton on my SD, yes. Bullet Punch, and Golduck is faster. I couldn't go back here. I couldn't Trailblaze here because it's Anchor. They went for Anchor here. Like, if I didn't Bullet Punch here, they would have used Anchor and they would have been like anchored into Source Dance. So yeah, that's why I didn't Trailblaze there. Here I had to Bullet Punch because I was scared of Hydro Pump, and instead it was Surf, so I do not know if I could have survived that and KO'd with Trailblaze. And here, what did I do? I went for Reflect. I actually wanted Grimstar to go down here as soon as possible. I went for Taunt to block Defog, and I wasted turns just to go down. Taunt again here, just in case. And yeah, now it's Quaquavel against this tree. Terra Fire plus Bulk Up. Energy Ball does nothing. And here I had to Aqua Step just to be faster than Kilovatral. So I can KO it in one hit. Like, if I didn't go for Aqua Step here, I would have probably lost immediately. And I thought they knew about this. Like, here I could close combat and the float cell, and if they stay in, I win the game. But this, I thought this was a bait. They just wanted to go Kilovatral, and I close combat the Kilovatral, and then I drop my defenses, and maybe float cell KOs with Aquajet later. Probably it doesn't KO with Aquajet regardless, and so Aqua Step was a bad play, and it was my mistake not calking that. So I predicted Kilovatral here, and I went for Aqua Step. Floatzel stayed in, went for Wave Crash, and I lost. Um, yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, a bit not played as well as I wanted to be, but I mean, it doesn't matter. We won the week, and yeah, I'm happy with that.